Hi everybody, Joe with Told Justice Gaming, your local Tamer here. Trying a different format this time. Hopefully we can use this format from now on. If you like it, leave the comments in the comment section for me, please. That way I know you guys prefer deck profiles in this format prior than to me just sitting there flipping cards. Also, please take time to like and subscribe the video. Do all the YouTube stuff. And let's get into this. So normally we usually see Black Digimon decks on this channel. I really do enjoy the black style of the Digimon TCG. However, much like everybody else, I enjoy Tamers. I enjoy the English dub. I wish I could make an Ice Devimon deck just for the Christopher Walken aspect of it. But unfortunately, we don't have that. But we do have one of my favorite characters from Digimon Frontier, or let me rather say my favorite Digimon from Digimon Frontier. I actually don't really like JP as a person in the series until halfway through, but I do dig his Beetlemon form because I'm a huge Kamen Rider fan, and Beetlemon is definitely a Kamen Rider. Very inspired so. So we will be running through the deck. I will give thoughts and processes here as we go along. First off, let's look at the eggs. We got one Tentomon who says the inherited trait of when attacking, a if you've Digivolved this turn, get 1,000 DP. It just powers up everybody, so when it hits slightly above curve, being a predominantly black Digimon player, I'm used to higher DP values. So this lets us get just slightly above curve should we have Digivolved this turn. Next, we are running 4 copies of Pinomon. This is while attacking once per turn. If you attack an opponent's Digimon, draw 1. This is to draw engine for when we attack. I want to be able to draw into my JPs as quickly as possible, and possibly some of the pieces we need to go down further the line. And sure, we get what we want to Digivolve in when we need to do it, and Pinomon just continuously lets us draw every time we attack an opponent's Digimon. For the main deck itself, we are going to be running 2 copies of Goblinmon. Goblinmon's just a 2 casting cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 3k DP. He is literally there because he's cheap. He is just there because he's cheap. I think I may take him out later on down the road. He is good where he's with what he's doing right now. However, I don't have a problem with him. He performs well. He is literally just there for cheap casting cost. We are running 3 copies of Terriermon. This is our green memory fixer. In that, he is a level 3 play cost, 2 Evo cost, 2 KDP. All turns your opponent can't gain memory, meaning your opponent can only gain memory through Tamers. They can't do any of their option effects, such as black memory boost, yellow memory boost, any sort of memory tricks are canceled out by him. We're running 3 of them. I was running 4 of him, and then I tested out because I was getting hand clogged with them. Dropping to 3 makes them be able to be seen, but not overly seen. So we did switch into 4 Betamons. This is the new Betamon. Again, 2,000 DP, 3 casting cost, 3 Digivolution cost. He has an on-play effect that says reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal 1 level 4 Digimon, or 1 green Tamer among them. Place them in the hand, everything in the bottom deck. He just lets us get our level 4s, which are our Beetlemons, our Kabutarimon blocker, or our 1 copy of Petaltramon, or he's there to get us a JP. So we are playing 4 of him because he lets us set up quickly and make sure we can get through our deck, while we can also swing with Pinomon in the Digivolution line to let us get onto play. Then we can search. Then if we can get a Pinomon going in another Digivolution line and swing, we can also draw that turn, also increasing our hand. Running 2 copies of Pokemon, 2K DP, only 3 uh, casting cost, and he is a white Digimon, so he has no Digivolution line. He has the on effect to play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, add 1 card with either hybrid or 10 warriors in his hand, and a Tamer among them. Place the remaining amount in hands. He's just a better version of Beetlemon, as he lets you grab both as opposed to either or. And once your turn, during your turn, while you have when your Tamer digivolves, gain 2 memory. So memory gain lets us get potentially 2 cards. Really good for just a 3 casting cost. I really like it. Has to be played from hand for this to work. Has to be on play. This is some of the problem with the early deck with the level 3s is this has to be on play. This has to be on play. We really don't have any on Digivolution effects until later on down the road in our champions and in our ultimates and megas. But right now, the majority of our rookies are just on play only. Moving on, we got 3 copies of Classic Tentomon, who is a 2000 DP, 3 casting cost, 0 Digivolution cost, with the inherited effect of while attacking the next time one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon card with Insectoid or Ancient Insectoid in its traits. This turn, reduce the memory Digivolution cost by 1. We have a fair amount of that. We have Kabutarimon, we have Rhino Kabutarimon, Stingmon, Ancient Trimon, uh, scratch that, not Ancient Trimon, my apologies, and Ancient Beetlemon can all be affected by this. So, I see it as a bonus that lets it just swing and we can digivolve further cheaper, meaning we have more memory to play more characters. So I kept him at a 3 at, much like Terriermon. I tried him at a 4 of, and Betamon at a 3 of. The Tentomon was also similar to Terriermon, where it was calling our hand, and I want to be able to get Betamon more than anybody else out of the rookies, just because we need to be able to dig and reveal the top 3. We can get either one or the other. And while Tentomon does make the Digivolution easier, we have to be attacking with Tentomon or a champion with Tentomon in the Digivolution line to even get that effect. So he needed to be bumped down to a 3 of. For champions, we're starting out with Beetlemon. I have seen a lot of decks running Arbomon in this spot. He is very costly. So he is a 7K DP, 6 casting cost with a 3 evolution cost. All the same thing because he is a 10 legendary warrior / hybrid. So he's got you can digivolve your tamers if the tamer was level 3. My only justification of running him over Arbomon is that he has piercing. And while we are shifting away from very blocker heavy meta decks, even this deck only has 2 blocker in the whole deck. There are decks out there that still run blockers, and I found when it does come down to Arbomon to try and get maybe that last hit in, it wasn't working, but Beetlemon was. And that's because of his piercing and his higher damage value. Now, if he's in the line that has Tentomon, that makes him an 8K, meaning he is roughly hitting around ultimate levels. He can also be well used with the Tentomon underneath him for his ability. So it kind of combos a little bit there. I really can't justify the casting or Digivolution cost. I understand this is a very expensive in terms of memory for either or. But I find that his piercing, if you need to get that last hit in, justifies his being in there. He is only level 1 of. I just think he's the better choice over Arbomon, only for the piercing and only because If you just need that last hit, he can get it in. Um, we are running, of course, 4 copies of Beetlemon because this is his deck. Be very silly not to. He has all of our hybrid abilities, which is, Digivolve off of Tamers if it was a level 3, for a cost of for a reduced cost or an equal cost of 2. Pardon me. When digivolving, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid in trait and 1 JP among them, and put them into your hand. So he is similar to Pokemon of when he's digivolving, you can grab another hybrid, which is roughly about a fourth of the deck is hybrid, and a JP, so we can set up another line pretty quickly. Plus, like I said, he's the namesake of the deck. He's going to be in at a 4. Next up, we're looking at 4 copies of Metal Kabutarimon, who is a 1 Digivolution, 6K DP, a 6 casting cost, and 3 evolution cost. And pardon me, I can't make out that bottom part. So it costs 3 DP, 3 memory to Digivolve them off of a level 3 Tamer. And if we want to do Slide Evolution, it costs 1 memory to slide him off of a level 4. He also has the ability of, there we go, you may Digivolve from your hand onto one of your green Tamers, much like everything else. And then when Digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its name or traits, JP is in this Digimon's Digivolution line, spend one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. So this means we can target other champions when Digivolving, we can target blockers, and then swing down into them and get rid of them. Very good. I like the slide evolution mechanic of it's only costing a memory to slide evolution into Metal Kabutarimon from Beetlemon or Arbomon. Again, we get to have effects on the opponent because it is green, so this does mean that, hey, we get to suspend the opponent's Digimon. We're trying to wreck their board just as much as we're trying to wreck their security. Moving over, we are running 2 copies of just Kabutarimon. Kabutarimon's a 5K DP with 6 casting costs, 1 evolution cost, and his only role effect is blocker. Again, I'm starting to notice that with set 7, we are moving away from having a large amount of blockers, but I still feel we need at least 2 in the deck. And he is the cheap blocker, and he's also beetle themed, so it sticks with the deck. Moving into Ultimates, we have Beetlemon. That is a 7K DP, 5 casting cost. Excuse me, 7 casting cost, 3 evolution cost. And his effect is his Digisorption 3. We can rest one of our played champion, or excuse me, rookies, to pay for the Digisorption 3, meaning he is effectively a Digivolution of 0, meaning we get free memory, a free ultimate for Digivolving. We could rest either Terriermon or Betamon or our Pokemon because Pokemon and Betamon are on plays, meaning once they're played, they're pretty much vanilla cards. Terriermon, it doesn't matter if he's rested or not, he's still going to get the all turns effect. So we could rest any of those to pay for the Digisorption cost. Moving on over, we are running 4 copies of Rhino Kabutarimon, who is an 8K DP, 9 memory casting cost, 3 memory Digivolution cost. We can also trigger him off of get and reduce his Digivolution cost via Tentomon's ability here, since he is an insectoid. He has the card effect of when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card and its Digivolution cards Digivolves into this card from your hand, reduce its memory cost by 2, meaning 1. Meaning if we do Tentomon, we effectively reduce his cost to 0. And then into traits and digivolve it. And then while attacking, if we have a hybrid or insectoid in its traits in the Digivolution line of this card, we can digivolve him into an insectoid or a 10 legendary warrior from the hand for a memory cost of 3. Meaning we can effectively transform in or digivolve into Bancho Stingmon, Ancient Trymon because he is a 10 legendary warrior, and Ancient Beetlemon. So we can just swing and then immediately digivolve for a cost of 3. Also, again, with Tentomon, if we swing into him while he's in the Digivolution line, it will trigger again, I believe, and then letting us catch a even further, meaning we can reduce its Digivolution cost for a possibly a memory of 2. I am unsure if this combo works. I am still trying to get with friends to clarify some of these rules, but we are looking to say right here, when attacking the next time one of your Digimon with Digimon Digivolve into a cost, reduce its memory cost of Digivolution by 1. And then Rhino Digimon says if this Digimon can Digivolve for a memory cost of 3. So by my understanding of the interaction, we would be combining both Tentomon and Rhino Kabutarimon. We can Digivolve into these guys for a memory cost of 2. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have no problem being wrong. Moving on to the Megas. We are running 2 copies of Bancho Stingmon. He is there to help deal with some of the larger level 6s and level 7s. He has piercing, much like Beetlemon. His ability is when this Digimon attacks one of your opponent's Digimon with 12k DP or more, this Digimon gains 7,000 DP, security attack 2, on top of piercing. Meaning Bancho Stingmon gets up there above even fusion level Megas or God Digimon, whichever one we want to call him this time. I'm still not sure what the technical term is for some of the upper level 7s in the game. A lot of them are fusion Megas, a lot of them are God Megas. Help me out in the comments, guys. Either way, he is a 9,000 DP, 12, 12 casting cost with a 3 evolution cost. We have already discussed ways to make him much, much cheaper. Like I said, we're running 2 copies of him because he is just there to deal with the higher Mega Evolution forms of the Digimon because we got some big dudes out there now. We are running 3 copies of Ancient Trymon, who is a 13k DP, case in point with Stingmon right there. 13 casting cost with a evolution cost of 5. During your opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, suspend up to 2 of their Digimon without blocker. This is going to hit a lot more people than it used to because we are running once again in a less heavy block meta. Also on deletion, should Ancient Trymon be deleted, we can play a level 3, or excuse me, a level 4 or lower Digimon card with hybrid in its form from your hand without paying its memory cost, meaning we can play Beetlemon, Beetlemon, or Metal Kabutarimon. Ancient Trymon has been really good in this deck, and I see why he is the backup one. On top of the fact that he's also the mega form of Beetlemon for the Armormon evolution. I don't ever think he was actually shown in the anime. Now I think about it. Bummer. Moving on over, we got our ace card. Ancient Beetlemon. He is a 13k DP. Level 6. He's a mega, of course. He is a 13 casting cost, 5 evolution cost. With the effect of your turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon with 10 legendary warriors or hybrid in their traits deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, trash the top card of the security. And then on deletion, you may play one level 4 lower Digimon with hybrid in its trait from your hand without paying its memory cost. So swing to your heart's content with Beetlemon, Kabutarimon, Rhino Kabutarimon, or Petaldragon, and live, get a free hit. I am more than okay with that. Plus, he's just really cool to look at. Options. We are running 3 options. We're running 1 Tropical Venom. It says for a free, pretty much free because it is a levels. It's a 0 casting cost. One of your opponent's Digimon gains on memory, lose 2 memory. The gains on deletion, lose 2 memory. It's late at night for me, guys. We get to telegraph who we're hitting. They can't do anything about it, hopefully. And when we delete their Digimon, they lose. We gain 2 memory. They lose 2 memory. Same thing, different name. Semantics. They lose 2 memory, meaning we gain 2 memory. Or we just put them at a very big disadvantage. When meaning that we can continue and extend our turn a little more, drop a little bit more Digimon, or play a few more cards. We are running 2 copies of Thunder Laser. This has a 1 casting cost. It has the effect during the main phase. If you have a Digimon with hybrid or 10 legendary warriors in its trade, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. It's just a flat suspension. It also has the security effect of add this to your hand. We can suspend one of their megas and swing into the megas. We can suspend their blocker and swing for security. It's just a good card. Honestly, I'm honestly thinking about dropping Tropical Venom and adding just a 3rd Thunder Laser. But there are times where this does let me get the memory I need to go into another Digimon or just Digivolve into a higher form to be ready to swing for next turn. Pardon me. So, I mean, right now, this is what I'm running it as. I am going to be testing further. Hopefully, I can get to my local play group again soon and see if this really does need a 3rd Thunder Laser or if just keep the options as they are. But right now, we're running 2. Tamers, because this whole deck runs around evolving Tamers. We are running 7 Tamers. First is the Green Mimi, who's a casting cost of 4, with the effect of at the start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, your memory is set to 3. If you have and during the main phase, if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon, you can suspend Mimi to hatch a Digi-Egg or move a level 3 or Digimon from your breeding area into your battle area. Her security effect is you can play the card for free. And then I really don't have too much to say about this one. Let's just hatch for free, which can set up a new Digivolution line or just move a Digivolution line out of the breeding area out of turn sequence. Pardon me. Next up, JP Shibayama. This is our primary tamer. We try to dig for him as much as possible. Casting cost of 3. Effect while in security. Play him without paying its memory cost. During your turn, then when this Digimon, when this tamer digivolves into a green Digimon, reduces Digivolution cost by 1. So we already have tricks that combo with JP. And then I know this says security effect, but it's inheritable skill, which is your Digimon gets piercing, meaning all of our Digimon that digivolve from JP through hybrid evolution gets piercing, meaning everything can just swing through blocker. Uh, Still, there is a chance we just don't get him. We are a 50 card deck. So JP just may not come to us. It's always a possibility, or he could be hanging out in security, which is again the reason I run Petaldragon over Arbor. So, guys, that is my Beetlemon deck. I hope you enjoy it. I'm still testing this out. I've already had to make adjustment to numbers before. We could come back to this, or I'll update this in the comments. That way, you guys can see what I'm doing and how the deck is evolving, or what I'm facing at my locals, or with some of my buddies that are the old Total Justice Gaming game from the buddy fight days because some of them still do Digimon. So we're checking that out, and I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys like this format that I'm doing now, again, please let me know in the comments. I actually enjoy this. This was much easier, and I don't have to deal with lighting, which was one of the comments I received before, which I do have really bad lighting in my room. So, guys, thanks for watching. Again, please like, subscribe, leave comments. I promise I will get to them. I love interacting with everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.